Hey YouTube, this is what you need for shark fishing. I just thought I'd do a little video of all the things you need to go shark fishing in Florida. The first thing you need a good rod. This is a Fin-Nor Sport Fisher. These rods, they used to be pretty expensive, like 200 bucks. Now you can find them eBay used for around 100 bucks. And then I didn't braid this, or I didn't do the line on here. It came like that. This is, you need high pound test line, and this is 150 pound braided. And then right here, I don't know if you can see that, next to the leader here, is 400 pound braided, basically like rope. And then I have just a like 600 pound steel leader with haywire twist because I didn't have crimps that day. And then a Gamakatsu, I forget what aught this is, circle hook. That's a little small, but I use it. And then you 200 pound swivel, and then I got a 6-ounce egg weight on there. And that's only if you have a kayak to take it out or you're fishing like under a bridge. But normally where I go on Indian Rocks Beach. So I'll just, if there's someone paddleboarding or kayaking, I'll ask them to paddle out for me. And normally they say yes. But if they don't, I just bring my kayak. And then other stuff you're going to need. These are different type of rods. This is normally what I use for around here if I don't bring my kayak. This is a 12-foot ugly stick. They're pretty cheap. They're on 30 bucks, and you can get a pretty good rod. What I would do if you have the money to do it, take the eyes off of it and reinforce them with steel. That's what I did. And this is a 2-piece rod, so it stores pretty nicely. And then I have this pretty cheap reel on here, spooled up with 60-pound braided line. And for Florida, you can basically catch, oh, and there's like 400 yards of, not 400, 200 something yards of line braided on here. And then on the Fin-Nor, there's like 400 something. There's a lot of line on that. And then, yeah, just make sure you have a good drag system and a lot of line. So this whole setup is about 60 bucks. No, more than that. The reel's like 60. Probably like 100 bucks, and you get a good setup. And then braided is like 30 bucks. But yeah, it's a pretty good deal. Shark fishing is a lot of fun. The hooks I use are, all my hooks are Gamakatsu. This is a Gamakatsu, I believe, like, I want to say 6-aught, but I know it's wrong. Just, they're pretty thick though. I don't know if you see that next to my thumb. Those are what I use when I'm just, like constantly reeling, like if I have a ladyfish or a mullet on. And then the weights I use just 6 ounces. And then for little rods, and when I use live bait and stuff, I use Gamakatsu circle hooks, pretty big. And then my smaller rod, other Eagle Claw circle hooks. And then the other rod I use is a black metal with a pen reel. Use little circle hooks on that. And then 35-pound monofilament for my leader material. And then 60-pound braid. And that works good. I've caught little sharks on that. And if you go down to your local hardware store, you can get PVC pipe. I believe it's like 12 or 15 foot for around $4, and that's a really good deal. And then I just make, this one's about 3.5 feet. No, probably 4 feet. And then the other ones I have smaller for my smaller rods. Make sure you bring them down to a good 1.5 feet in the ground to make sure they're not going anywhere. And what I use, I have two buckets. Two buckets because I use one to keep my stuff in and then the other to catch live bait. For my little rods, I just use this little, I believe this is like 70-pound leader, metal leader, and then I think it has like a 50-pound swivel, and then I just have one of my circle hooks on there, and that's how I catch like the little sharks. Make sure you always bring water. And for night fishing, which you tend to catch more sharks at night, is make sure you have a good headlamp. That comes really good, or really handy for when you're trying to cast net for your bait in the night. And then this is a little weight for trying to get it out there. Make sure you have pliers. Pliers are good. Normally you need a rope, but I don't use a rope to put it on the tail. And then bait knife. Or fillet knife, and then I have a 5 foot, no, I think it's 6 foot cast net, and yeah, if you have all that stuff, you're pretty much set. Just make sure you go at a good time, and yeah, good luck.